As many as 2,000 more arrests. In Washington, I'm Joe St. George.
And that is all for us at 4. News 3 at 5 starts right now.
And right now at 5, new video is in as Hampton Roads gets hammered with snow. The video is from Norfolk near Hampton Boulevard, shot about 2 hours ago.
This storm pushing through our area from the northwest. This is video that you're seeing right now. This is from Charlottesville, where they are clearing the roads after getting up to 9 inches of snow.
Wow, that's a big number. Okay, from the warmest December to an early January where temperatures are almost sub-freezing. Morning, snow, and heavy rain, we're getting all of it. From the deep south through the mid-Atlantic, we are staying on top of the winter storm that's ravaging the area right now.
All right, so take a look at your screen because these are the conditions people are experiencing in Tennessee, D.C., Richmond, even Florida, getting hit with this winter storm, and it is barely visible in some places. In some areas, seeing a foot of snow. This resulting in flight cancellations, COVID testing sites being closed as well.
And we have live team coverage of the winter storm in our area. Kelsey Jones is monitoring conditions on the peninsula. Chelsea Donovan is looking at the flooding in Norfolk.
And Zach Dahlheimer has the conditions in Virginia Beach. But first, we begin with Chief Meteorologist Patrick Rocky.
All right, guys, we want to start off with some clearing. As a matter of fact, take a look at the camera here in Williamsburg. We actually are going to be looking at a really beautiful sunset here with a layer of snow on the ground, a blanket of snow on the ground in our colonial capital. The last gasp of snow is moving through downtown Norfolk right now. You can see like a little ribbon of sun here on the distance. In fact, that may be the sun right there just setting. But we still have snow falling right now and probably will for maybe another 20 minutes or so. And then the skies are going to clear just like that because you can see on first warning radar, that is our last little squall of snow that's making its way toward the coast. And everywhere to the west is seeing the skies clear. And with clear skies, temperatures are going to be dropping pretty quickly. And as they do, we're going to see a refreeze on the roads. That's our #1 concern, and that is black ice. With more on that, let's send it over to meteorologist Christy Stewart.
Yeah, so a lot of you are going to be commuting back to work tomorrow, and definitely make sure that you're giving yourself extra time and preparing to drive in some slick conditions. So we've got that black ice that does form when we have a wet road and those temperatures continue to drop. That's what's going to be happening for us for tonight. So when you do see anything that looks like it's a little bit wet tomorrow morning, that's likely going to be ice. So make sure that you are being careful of that. Most common places will be bridges and overpasses as well as shaded pavement. Back to you, Patrick.
And Christy, we again have that last gasp of snow that is making its way across the south side of Hampton Roads. You can see it right there on first warning radar. About to push out of Norfolk. Folks in Virginia Beach and Chesapeake, you probably have another maybe half hour of it. Similar story for eastern North Carolina, Elizabeth City. That snow should be moving out in the next 10 minutes or so. And then we're going to focus again on more snow and our snow and rain totals. We got a decent dose of rain as well. I'll have more on the tidal flooding threat for later tonight. And could we see more snowflakes later this week? We've got all that coming up in your first warning 7-day forecast.
Patrick, thank you so much. We're going to check back with you very often during this broadcast about what's happening in our weather.
All right, we want to continue with our team coverage. News 3's Zach Dahlheimer live for us out in the ocean front. Zach, what are you seeing right now?
Well, Kurt, we're actually on 264 westbound near Lynn Haven Parkway, where the snow is starting to pick up drastically compared to where we were at the Virginia Beach oceanfront. We were around 22nd, 24th, 25th Street about 10 minutes ago, and it seemed that things were cleared up there. We saw some water in the road, but as you can see right now, the snow is really starting to come down as compared to where we were. Again, we're right here on Lynn Haven Parkway's exit on westbound 264. Earlier throughout the last hour, we really could see a difference on the highway. The snow really starts to come down, and it's really starting to pick up even more now as we're heading west. But you could really see the snow picking up right around past the Independence Boulevard exit, around Rosemont exit of 264, all the way out to around Bird Neck Road, and as I-264 ends, getting into the Vibe Creative District. We've seen a couple of cars pulled over on the side of the roads. We've seen some state police. We've also seen a couple of plows as as well as some salt trucks. Looking like some VDOT crews are getting ready to start maybe clearing the roads, also treating the roads. We've heard that they're going to be busy, of course, doing that as the night goes on. But as you can see, traffic is pretty fair right now. Not too heavy traffic. People are following the speed limit. Of course, VDOT officials say to give crews plenty of time as well as space to clear and treat the roads, and to really watch out when you're on the roads, especially for icy conditions with bridges, ramps, and overpasses. But really, the snow is coming down here as we're heading more now towards Rosemont and to Independence here on westbound 264. We'll of course keep a close tabs on conditions here where we're at in Virginia Beach, and we'll check back in with you, of course, throughout the newscast. But for now, we're live in Virginia Beach on 264. Zach Dahlheimer, back to you guys in the studio.
Zach, thank you so much. All right, the weather causing issues for some families when it comes to travel, and our News 3 reporter Kelsey Jones spoke with the family in Newport News, saying that they would rather stay indoors today.
Email? Yes, it is.
Flooding near Grandview in the Fox Hill area is bringing concerns to some families. We spoke with a driver who drove through the muddy waters, and he says the water is as high as 2 feet deep in some areas.
Don't come down here. Stay home. Stay inside unless you absolutely have to, or you end up like that. Unless you got a big truck, I'd absolutely stay in the house. Yeah, it's not worth it.
Just recently, VDOT took to Twitter to warn drivers as temperatures drop overnight to watch for black ice on the roads. Be sure to stay with News 3 as we keep you up to date on road conditions and our weather.
Kelsey, thank you so much. We'll check back with you a little bit later. All right, let's talk power, or the lack thereof. Dominion crews have been working hard to restore power to more than 30,000 households, and 4,400 people are without power as snow, sleet, and rain continue to fall across various parts of our region in Virginia today. Dominion says that teams are working safely and quickly to restore service and will not stop until all the power is restored. Now to Virginia State Police, where troopers are continuing to respond to traffic crashes and calls for disabled vehicles caused by motorists who are either driving too fast in those conditions or just stalling out. State Police have actually fielded over 2,000 calls for service. Of those, troopers are currently responding to 72 traffic crashes and 68 disabled or stuck vehicles across the state. State police are asking folks to avoid driving unless it's absolutely necessary.
And right now, here's a look at the flooding of an intersection of Bush and Olney in Norfolk. And you can see what a mess this is causing, and one car being removed that probably tried to make it and didn't quite get through. Already we've seen a lot of cars stranded, and this has always been a trouble spot whenever there's any kind of heavy amount of rain. And as we mentioned, State Police asking you to stay off the roads unless it's totally necessary as always. And these are just good tips 24/7, 365 days out of the year. Always buckle up. Don't drive distracted. That means staying off your phone, which it's now illegal in Virginia. We say it a lot, but it is important. If the road is covered with water, turn around. Don't drown. And on a day like this, your headlights need to be on. Don't use cruise control. And don't brake suddenly. Well, as you can imagine, traveling today has been a mess for thousands of air passengers still trying to get home after the holidays and major COVID and weather delays.
Not the easiest time to travel. The stormy weather and the continuing spread of Omicron was bad news for travelers left waiting at long lines at the airport. Errol Burnett is at Reagan National Airport just outside of Washington.
The perfect storm of extreme weather and a resurgent COVID combined to strand passengers across the country after the holidays. On Sunday, more than 2,700 flights were cancelled, along with more than 9,000 delays. It was a similar picture on Saturday. Travel analyst Henry Hardevelt.
What's amazing is this is affecting all airlines, many airports. It's a mess on a mess on a mess.
Chicago's O'Hare Airport was the worst affected on Sunday, with more than 500 flights, almost half of those scheduled, canceled or delayed.
As long as I'm not spending a night here, I'm good.
The travel chaos comes as the industry struggles with staffing shortages brought on by increasing COVID infections. Hundreds of bags lined up at Denver International Airport due to a lack of ground crews, with an offer from Southwest to pay passengers a travel credit if they picked up their bags and returned hours later.
In fairness to the airlines, they've had a spate of bad weather, which creates its own set of problems. They've had COVID, which is randomly affecting all of their workers, including pilots, flight attendants, and others.
Ashley Hernandez has been trying to get home to Phoenix from Los Angeles for the past 3 days.
My flight got canceled 3 times already, and it was due to a lack of crewmates.
And now she's crossing her fingers that the 4th time is the charm.
There's already been a text saying that they're 45 minutes delayed.
Now, more than 1,700 flights are scheduled to be canceled Monday. We could see that number creep up as the day moves on. And some airlines have proactively canceled flights over the next few weeks to ease some of the pressure. But these COVID outbreaks are also extending to air traffic control towers as well, with the FAA telling CBS News we can expect reduced schedules in the days ahead to maintain safety. Errol Barnett, CBS News at Reagan National Airport.
Meanwhile, at Norfolk International Airport, officials say the majority of the cancellations are due to issues from where those flights are originating. Now, crews are monitoring the conditions of the runways and have the equipment needed to address any snow buildup here. And by the way, now is a really good time to make sure you have our News 3 app downloaded on all of your electronic devices. Get the breaking news and the first warning weather alerts wherever you are. It's free to download at WTKR.com/apps.
Coming up, we are continuing our special coverage of the winter storm. News 3's Chelsea Donovan staying on top of some major flooding in Norfolk.
And check this out. In downtown Norfolk, we still have a little bit of snow falling right now, but also we're seeing some sunshine on the horizon, and we have more sunshine and more snowflakes to talk about coming up in your first warning 7-day forecast.
Sponsored by Hampton University Proton Therapy Institute. Live your life. Let us fight your cancer.
Ellen's all